Wow, wow, wow. Dear community, after a long time, 3 months break, we are live again, Omondi Live. And today we are talking about something very fundamental, very essential for all of us, choosing awareness for mental health with Theophanu Clappert and Sharon Nambakire. Sharon is a founder of Mental Health and Mental Illness Foundation, Mia. And Teofano, I just saw your how do you say it? You are on LinkedIn, the title, and I'm so thrilled to know more about it. It's all about being an ethical leader. You are an ethical leader. You are a moral courage activist
Right? Yeah.
and sustainable confidence creator.
Yes.
Wow. Is that why you met, you two, the two of
Yes.
you?
Yes. We also met through my. I'm also executive board member of YALGI, Young African Leaders for Global Impact, and
I
through this
see.
community, Sharon and me, we met last year, and so yeah, that's why we are planning to do good things together in May.
You've just mentioned it. May 16th, Kampala. Wow, amazing, amazing. You're going to tell us something about that. And for now, I'd love to know where you're joining from and then what mental health means to you. But I'll ask one after another. I'll start with you, Sharon. Where are you joining from right now?
Okay, hello everyone. I'm in Uganda, Kampala. I'm so grateful to be here with you all. Thank you so much for this great opportunity. I'm just happy. I've been waiting for this day for a long time, but finally we are here with you all. Thank you so much.
Finally, we are all here. Thank you so much, Sharon. Teofane, where are you joining from?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for your invite, Susan and Sharon. I'm joining in from Hamburg, Germany, and my initiative or my ideas around mental health is that I really love to engage with Sharon in the mental health awareness walk because I think we are living in times where mental health has become very crucial to all of us, all over the world.
Yes, all over the world. So it's an international thing, it's a human thing. We all need it. You just mentioned what I wanted to ask in my second question. Teofano, can you make it also, again clearly? What does mental health means to you? Not the why we'll talk about later, but what does it mean to you
Yeah,
personally?
yeah. Mental health means to me that my brain, my CNS, my central nerve system is healthy, so that my mind, my whole body and soul, my mind can be healthy, and that I can have a beautiful and also wonderful life.
Wow, 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 wow. Culturing or being aware of your mental health means being aware of choosing to live a wonderful
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
Right.
right.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sharon, what does mental health means to you?
For me on my side, mental health means to take breaks when I need it, to set boundaries for myself, and to care, to be aware of or to listen to my body, the signs, how I'm feeling. This is what we can say.
Right, right. Being aware. And what else did you say? Um, how did you put it?
To
Taking
listen
break. You're now, yes, yes, and knowing the boundaries, right? Setting the boundaries. Something we fail to do, maybe because of how we were brought up, but it's good to be aware. And that's why we are talking about it as a power of choice. The theme is power of choice, and this one comes in very powerfully, choosing awareness for mental health. Now, dear community, we'll go through these 3 points. Why mental health today? The second one will be mental health conversations in families, communities, and companies, because I realize it's not really a thing that people would love to relate to. I don't know why. And then number three, making mental illness visible. And one of the things will be you two will be in Kampala on May 16th, 2025 for a walk initiated by Sharon, right?
Yes.
And Theophanu will travel all the way from Germany just to see it and feel it and be part of it. That's amazing.
Yes.
Wow, wow. For that, from me, amazing, amazing. So if you are in Kenya, Tanzania, or if you can travel to Kampala, then join these two powerful voices on May 16th for a walk. That will be great. Now, before we start, let me just check who has joined and who is supporting us. We've got Abagna. Did I call it right? Stephen, watching you all from Bongo, Ghana. Wow.
Thank you
What a
for being
pleasure.
here. Yay.
And we got Julius Kayitsi watching from Uganda. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And again, we've got Platin Mwenya. Hello, friends of peace. I'm watching from Zambia. Amazing. Now, already we have 6 different countries represented, right?
That's wonderful.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. And a LinkedIn user, please tell us who you are. You're saying fantastic. And we have another one, I think it's the same, probably from Dublin, Ireland. My goodness, 7 different countries already represented. So mental health connects us too. Stay tuned and let us know your perspective. So let's start with this. Why mental health today? So, Sharon, can see in just a comparison, I can see now I'm much older than you, and you coming here and saying mental health is very important. Why is it important today? That's something I grew up in Kenya, and it was never a topic. It's not that it was not relevant, but we did talk about it. So now you come now and you say it's very relevant, and I agree with you. Now, why mental health today? Give us 1 or 2 sentences about this, please, Sharon.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. So for me on my side, why mental health is very important today, because for me, I grew up not knowing about mental health. I got to know about mental health when I was 23, when my cousin brother took his own life. So right now, I even think why is it today, but I think we should always say it is very important, always and forever. Because for me, I got to know it when I am older. So it's not good. I wish I knew it when I was younger, you know? So it's not important today, but it should always be important. Always, always. Thank you.
Wow, what a powerful story. A very sad stories, but sometimes something has to happen before we wake up. It's like a wake up call. And I'm glad you picked it up from there. And thank you for making it visible and talking about it. So yes, I can also say even where I grew up or where I live now, many people commit suicide or die because of such. And maybe one of the reasons is because we do not talk about it. And it's never too late to talk about it. So the best time was maybe yesterday, and the next best time is today. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. Teofano, what about you? What does it mean to you?
Yes, mental health today means to me in a way the same what Sharon said, because my very old and best friend whom I was friends for 35 years decided to no longer being able to live anymore 2 years ago. And that's also how Sharon and me met. And that's also a reason why I will attend the walk and be part of it. We'll come to visibility later, I think.
Yes.
So mental health today means to me that we are so overloaded with so many things in our minds, and not only women with mental load and different roles and tasks we have to do every day, but also being very busy on LinkedIn and other channels in social media
Mm.
makes us so far away from nature where we originally come from as human beings. And that's also something that we lose um, every day, and so even lose every day even more than we did before. And so it does not only help to go out for, let's say, half an hour to reconnect with nature, to feel like part of nature again. And that's, I think, also one thing why mental health is so very crucial today.
Thank you so much, Theophanu. You also have a very painful and, in that case, powerful connection. Your why, the your whys connect you both. You didn't
Mhm.
close your eyes, but then you woke up and said, "What can we do?" And again, you add by saying that right now, nowadays, you are so occupied, whether we want it or not,
Mm.
and it's everything is possible. We can always consume news and be on
Mm.
social media, but we are disconnected to the nature.
Yes.
Right. Powerful. Thank you so, so much. So let's move on to our second point, and that would be mental health conversation in families, communities, and of course, companies. Because actually, most of our time, we are spending the time with people, with colleagues and companies. So I'd love us to talk about the three stages. Maybe you can choose two, and Sharon can take on the other two, or rather, whatever you choose. I'll
Mhm.
just ask what I missed. And before that, let me just check who has joined again. Or additionally, we've got Alexandra. Thank you so much from Dizenhoven, Switzerland. 8 countries, right? Oh, amazing, amazing. And we've got Manfred from Hamburg. Thank you so, so much. Thank you so much. Now, and someone adding on Lowe's. Is
Mm.
that good? Lowe's or lose?
Lose.
Good. Luz, you're saying good morning from the Netherlands. Mental health is very important for a positive mindset in our body. When we do what makes it happy, we pass it on to our environment.
Mhm. Yes, thank
Love that.
yeah.
Love that. Now, let's move on. Tell Fanny, what's your take on this? Mental health conversations in families, communities, and companies. What have you observed? What is your message about this?
Yeah. So I would like to start with communities. So what is a community? A community is just what Lou said, with our environment. Who are the people who are surrounding us? And how do we feel with our community? How does it help that we don't feel alone, that we feel togetherness, that we feel as a belonging part of the community? So that helps us to be understood, to also be in the same mindset, and be in a very good mental state with our community. That can also be in a good team in your company, where you feel that you're working on the same goals and having the same purpose, the same why, where you start in the morning. And families can also be the same, but maybe Sharon, you want to talk about families?
Thank you so much. Before Sharon takes up, but what do you think? Do you think that we have enough conversations on this, Theophano, before Sharon
I don't think
starts
so.
speaking?
I
Mm.
think so that we talk about this, even though we are close in our community, close in our companies and teams, and also in our family, which is a very safe and intimate place. We are not really able to talk about our mental health issues because we feel ashamed, or we feel that we have to take so much responsibility, that we have to care about others. So we keep our own issues, our own mental and health issues behind, don't talk about that, because also in companies and even communities and families, we think that we have to perform, that we always have to deliver our efforts and give everything. And that also is very exhausting for our mind and mental health.
I totally agree with you. That's also what I also observe. But before I continue, I'd love to hear Sharon's view on this. Right. Sharon, what do you observe? Please.
So, when we do outreaches in different communities in Uganda, when we go there to educate them about mental health, it's really very sad that people are not aware of it. Before, like me, when I was growing up in our family, we never talked about it. My mom never knew what mental health is. So at some
Hmm.
point, people they need to be aware of mental health before anything comes in, because someone can be suffering from a mental illness, but as in my community or in Uganda, they call it witchcraft. That is witchcraft, you know. It is, you need to begin. So it's really very sad that people are not aware. So they need to be aware before anything comes in. So it's very sad, but we are getting there slowly, one step at a time.
Mm.
One
Yeah.
step at a time. Your story comes from your family, and what's in the family, you want it to be the same at the companies. If they talk, if they don't talk it within families and say that's witchcraft, probably they'll say the same. So that's interesting. I can relate to that. As I was growing up, such things were also called witchcraft. But the moment you call them that, you won't take care of them. You won't talk about them. You're just you're like giving up the responsibility, right? It's witchcraft. Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much. And I'm so happy that you did close your eyes. Let me say that repeatedly, intentionally. Thank you for not closing your eyes and rising up. And thank you to Theophanu also for your observation and for your tips on how we can go about this. Thank you so much. Before we go to our third point, I've seen Platin say, hello everyone, let's connect. You are Platin Wenya, happy you're here, and you're the founder of the Encouragers Heart for Humanity.
Mm.
Is it also connected to mental health? Tell us more about that. Thank you so much. Now, making it visible, Theophane, you mentioned some practical things we could do today, but maybe now in a more structured way, either in families, companies, or communities, or all put together. How do we make it visible? And before that, a short question: is that a choice we make?
Yes, it's a choice we make. We have the power of choice to speak up. As you said, I'm a moral courage artivist. What does that mean? It needs
Hmm.
a lot of moral courage. And what is moral courage? That you find out in yourself that your mind or something with your health is not working the way it should, or that you somehow feel sick, or that you feel depressed, that your mood is going down. And so when you deal with that on your own side, in your inner self, you find out that you can feel this with others. So it's a question of attunement,
Hmm.
how to attune with others. When you find out in yourself, you can feel it with your neighbors, with your community, with your family, with the one you are talking to right now. And so it has to do with a sensitivity about your own feelings. So you have to observe yourself. Do you have? That's what awareness is about. That you find out that something is not the way it was before. Something has changed. What is it? And not just pushing it away and going to your next social media channel and writing something there, a post you have to do to become aware. No, or to become visible. No, stay with yourself and also do breath work and try to contemplate, to go into yourself and observe what's going on there. That might be a first step to become visible of your own mental health issues.
I love it. I love it. Before you continue, you're
Mhm.
talking about not ignoring what you feel, being
Mhm.
aware of yourself, being mindful of yourself and of your boundaries. And I think Sharon
Mhm.
will add something on that. Thank you so much. Do you have something to add on this before Sharon takes over?
Yes, it has again to do with the fact that we are part of nature and that we are not machines or robots that function like a well-oiled machine. No, we are human beings, and we should take care of ourselves like we should take care of our plants, animals, and the whole nature that we are part of.
So even you say even if um, we haven't felt anything, we haven't seen any symptom, it's a good preventative measure just to take care of ourselves and
Hmm.
connect with the nature.
Yes.
Love it. Thank you so much. Sharon, your voice on this, making it visible. First of all, is that a choice
Yeah,
we make? Please.
it is. It is 100% a choice to make. It is a choice, and it is your choice. It is my choice. It is your choice. No one can tell
Mm,
you that. It's your choice to
mm,
make. So I think when we talk about our families or communities, I think we should always have this conversation ongoing in our families. If I'm aware of mental health, I can talk about it with my mother, with my sister, with my dad. That we are creating awareness in a family. And after there, when we go outside, it is the same thing. We talk about it. When we go on, we talk about it. It's like we are spreading the gospel. So that is what we really need to do for it to spread the awareness so that people can open up, can talk about it. Children can talk about it, something like that. Thank you.
Mhm.
something like that. And we all know if you start talking about it, you're taking responsibility, and then you start thinking in the solution way, not on the reactive way, like I'm a victim, but like, all right, this is the situation now. What can we do?
Mhm.
That's powerful. You say 100% is a choice we make to be aware of that. So if you have never heard of this and you hear about it today, today is the day to start. You are not alone. Sharon is there, Theophanu is there. And if you are in Kampala, please join them for this beautiful walk we are going to talk about now. But first, Sharon, you also say about saying something about setting your boundaries. I can imagine in an Africa context, it's more difficult than this side because how do you do that in Kampala? How do you set your boundaries?
So let me say at workplace or what I'm doing in the foundation, sometimes it's overwhelming. It's really
Hmm.
overwhelming and you be like, wow, what can I do next? So the people you work with, you have to tell them like this time and this time we need to do this. So at this time I'm taking my break, so I don't need anyone to disturb me because this is my me time.
Hmm.
You have to set boundaries while the people you're with in your family or in the workplace they know about it, not only you yourself, because it's very important.
So you clarify expectations with the people you work with and you let them know this is my me time. I need it to perform later. Teofani said we are trimmed to perform, perform, perform. But again, we have to know the boundaries and set them and
Mhm.
speak about them, right? And then thus you're going to be a good role model because people will know you'll also respect their break time, right?
Mhm.
Wow, wow,
Yeah.
amazing. Great. My goodness. Now let's talk about the 16th. We are very good in time. Let's talk about the 16th of May. And Sharon, I'll start with you, then Tiffany will add on that why you are going all the way to Kampala. But let's see what our community is saying first. The LinkedIn user from Dublin is Miren. Thank you, Miren. And we've got Fred saying, great discussion. Happy to join in from Uganda. Thank you so much. Are you going to be part of the walk in Kampala, dear Fred? And Abagna again saying, Fred to Sharon. What's Fred? I don't know what's phrase, but it's something like you're sending love to us. That's good and warm greetings. Thank you so much, Abagna. And you're saying also, I'm really excited about the opportunity to learn about mental health this morning. Thank you for the insightful and powerful message. Thank you too for joining us. Now let us know whether you join them for a walk in Kampala. So who do I want to start it? Who did I say? With Sharon or
Sharon,
Theophanu?
yeah, with Sharon.
With Sharon. Sharon, why this walk?
Oh, so, oh, so, you know, uh, when I was growing up, in Africa, we don't do exercise. When we eat food, we just sit.
Mhm.
So when my boss I was working with, so he was a lovely man. Every time he was like, Sharon, you're fat. Yeah, like you're becoming fat. You should do exercise. So I started doing exercise. So it really inspired me to start doing exercise. So I was addicted. When I started doing exercise, I was addicted. So every time I wanted to do exercise. So I got even a show on TV to do exercise. I loved it. It was very good. So I wanted to
Mm,
teach people to take care of their self, their bodies. But when I sat down this day, I'm like, I want to do something different for people to be together, to come together, to learn about mental health. And I was like, what can we do? Apart from people coming, they sit to a conference hall, we start talking. Maybe I can. So I was like, maybe we can do a walk. This year it can be a very good thing to bring people together. They learn, it's part of walking, but you're exercising as well. So that is how it came in my mind. So yeah, we came up with a mental health walk.
mm,
Mental health walk. Amazing. I'm a great fan of you just for what I've seen so far. Amazing. And also, I love the way you have the positive mindset to your body and the connection. He told you are fat, you started doing the exercise, and you connected the two, being healthy and the
mm,
mental health.
yeah.
Being healthy physically, they're all connected, right? Amazing. So that's why you came up with the idea walk in Kampala. Where will it start from? Where are you starting from?
So we are starting from a school called Machindia Junior Academy. That is where we are going to
Mm.
be to start from. We'll go different routes I can't mention. So we'll start from that school.
Wow. How long will be the walk? Will the walk be? How many kilometers?
We'll walk for 45,
45
45 minutes.
minutes?
Yeah,
Ah,
45 minutes.
45 minutes. So people who are slow like me can take even longer and that's still okay, right? Uh, wow, wow, amazing. Love it so, so much. I wish you amazing work together. But before we close, Teofan, why are you traveling all the way from Hamburg,
Yeah.
Germany to Kampala for this?
Okay, I can tell. It's not only the 45 minutes, it's also that it's a whole parade and that we are going to make a lot of noise because we also have a
Mm,
band that that supports us in our movement because
mm,
life is to move on and a walk is such a wonderful symbol and makes it so visible that when you walk, then you are moving forwards, you are moving for your power of choice and also your power of now because you are in this very moment with these other wonderful people walking together. And
yes.
you asked what Stephen Abanya said with Fra Fra. Fra Fra comes from Ghana, and it's
Ah,
also a wonderful music. Just go on YouTube and look for Fra Fra music. So it's also wonderful for having a good music and noise around and feel very well. Abanya and me, we enjoy this a lot. And then there's also Fred Marule, who's from Uganda. He's from Kasese. This is in the western region of Uganda. And he did also a wonderful walk. It was a walk with people who had disabilities and were able to walk on crutches and with one leg, but they were in movement, and they were really doing a walk, showing that they are on the move. And I love that very much. And I want to go to Kampala to meet Sharon there and the wonderful people we will be walking with together, and all the music around, because I come from the Western world. We have other mental issue or reasons for mental health issues. We have problems that come from other reasons, but I want to see how does it feel to bring this together with the people in Uganda. And I also want to see Fred Marule with his foundation and his ambitions and empowerment for the people there. And
Wow. A moment to connect, to set positive vibes, make that noise, good
yeah,
noise,
yeah.
and increase awareness for mental health. Wow. I love it. Before you close, guys, for people like me who cannot join you, how can we support you? Can I give you, for example, money for water for that day? Something like that. It doesn't have to be much. I don't like the development aid thing, and this is not it. This is just supporting for purpose, and that's okay for me. So now I'm asking you directly, Sharon, how can we support you? How can we support that day?
I think Theo can answer that.
I can answer.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, Sharon has written a wonderful book that's My Mind and I. So it's very much about the mental state that Sharon was in when she started her whole foundation. And you can click and get a download because, and you can also, we can send you the link then on LinkedIn, and so you can download the book and can get all the insights and findings that Sharon has already made in her very young age about this really huge issue or topic, which is mental health.
First of all, sorry, just as a small one. Congratulations
Yeah,
on My Mind and I.
yeah,
Thank you,
congratulations.
Giovanni, for saying this. Sharon
Yeah,
is really humble.
yes,
She
I
doesn't
love.
want even to mention that.
Yeah, yeah. Even I asked her 3 times to do it, so I can do it now for you, Sharon.
Yeah.
But you can also support us in, of course, making the whole event, the walk, aware, make it visible by just sending it out, spreading into your world, and saying, "Look what Sharon and Theophanu are doing there in Kampala." To make it visible and to make the mental health awareness visible, and how important it is for all of us. And what you can also do, Sharon will produce wonderful green t-shirts, like sustainable
Mm.
t-shirts. We are plants and we are sustainable, and we should care for our sustainability as human beings. So one can also support us in producing the t-shirts. The band should also get the money, and we need a very good sound system. And we also would love to do a streaming from this walk, so that we can reach out to others in the world for making the whole mental health issues visible and aware of that.
Wow, those are many possibilities. There's definitely everything for everyone listening. Please keep on sharing, sharing the starting point. And if you can help financially, it doesn't have to be much. If you can help with the, how do you say, technically, with the infrastructure, with the streaming, they will all appreciate and get My Mind and I book. Where do we get that book? Is it on Amazon? Is it on other channels? Where do we get the book?
Don't yet. We will confirm that soon about that.
All right. Ah,
We'll
it's
confirm
not yet
about that.
ready. All right. All right.
But it will.
Amazing. Amazing.
It will be
It will.
fun. Yeah. We will take care of that, Sharon, right?
Great. And if you can join physically, if you happen to be in Uganda at that time, or just go because of that, the way Theophanu is doing, if you live in Tanzania, Uganda, or nearby, join them in Kampala. That's an amazing thing. And I wish you all the best. And you can see Alexander saying congrats and all the best for all of you.
Thank you.
And Fred is saying, I love it, Sharon. It's really amazing. I mean, while on the walk with a group of like-minded individuals and companies having fun with bit of discussions on mental health issues, great approach to overcoming stress, trauma, and so on. Joining this under the Maru Action Development Foundation. So that's Fred's foundation. So many foundations coming together, joining hands for this work.
Yes. Wonderful.
Wonderful. And Latin, you say, yeah, a Carrot's Heart for Humanity is connected to mental health. Will you also be there in Kampala? Let us know. Now, this was an amazing start. Dear Sharon, dear Theophanu, we'll keep on getting connected, and I'll dive deep and check on how I can support you on that day. Amazing, amazing. Keep on sending the good vibes and sending the awareness. How do you say, bell? Amazing, amazing. Is there any last message you'd love to tell the community? Sharon, I'll start with you. I know you're humble, but you have also powerful messages. Is there a message you love to send on to people listening today on mental health or mental health illness? Please.
Thank you so much, Susan, for this. Thank you so much, Theo. I'm so grateful. But what I can say to people out there, I don't know if they are youth or parents, about mental health, it always starts with me. It always starts with you. If I have a mental health issue and I cannot talk about it, still. So I'm always listen to people who talk to us because it's very important. Me, right now I wish my cousin brother really talked to me. I cannot go back in time to do that. But right now, I think I'm changing the community and the people. So I'm always there to listen, but I always take breaks when I need it. So I don't want to feel overwhelmed by what I'm doing. I always take breaks when I need it, and you should always do that too. Thank you so much for listening and for watching, guys. Love you.
That was amazing. It starts with me, it starts with you. If you don't know further, connect and talk about it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sharon. Very powerful. Theophanu, what's your short, great message today to the community?
So when you have a look at in the back of my, when you have a look at the back, there are two doors. So you always have the power of choice. You always have the choice to go through one or the other door. And the one door might lead you into the past. The other door could lead you into the future. So it's always important. You know, I'm an artist. I always talk in pictures. So, and so I always decide to take that door, to walk through that door that leads me into the future. And the future starts right here in this very moment. And as Sharon said, that's you can either be very young and have mental health issues, can be old. I always say it takes a whole life to grow young. So it takes a whole life to learn every day which is the right door to choose today to go through. And that's what I would like to share with you, also as a finding of my own life. And I also love to be connected with people like Mr. Sion, Mr. Positive Energy, and all the wonderful people that, and also Annie, who helped us to be in that positive state of mind, having a good mindset, having good values, that we are oriented on our way into the future. That's why I
Great.
that's what I mean by sustainable confidence creator. That means
I see.
creating your confidence and feeling sustainable with what you do by being oriented on the future that starts right here.
From inside out, huh? Not the other way around, inside out.
Yes.
Love it. Just find the power of choice, powerfully, well, empowering, well framed. And you say you choose. I love that. We can choose to go to the past or to the future. Which one of the doors is your future? Show us your future door. Is it the left or the right one? Theophanu.
It's always the left one because it comes from my heart.
That's a good answer.
You know,
Dear community.
you know that there are 80 nerves going from your heart to your brain. So everything that goes into your brain has to go through your heart. And I love that so much. And so it's of course the left door.
Of course, the left door. But you have a choice, dear community. You choose your door. You can choose to go to the past. You can choose awareness for mental health. And that was our topic today. Thank you so much, dear Sharon. Thank you so much, dear Theophanu. See you at the backstage. And dear community, see you again on 2nd May. I will come back with Karen on a beautiful topic we are yet to set up. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Susan, and thank you, Sharon. Thank you both. Bye.